Welcome, everyone. I'm Kimberly Boscheman, and this is the Intentionally Intuitive Podcast. I don't know how we got here, but September has arrived. So this year has seemed to go by really, really quickly, but here we are in September. And so we're going to take a look at the individual life path numbers, the forecast for September 2023 in this episode. Before we get into that, this, of course, is a general reading. If you would like a personalized reading, please book some time with me. My information is in the description box below. I would love to take a look at your personal numerology and let you know what I see. All right, let's go ahead and get into it. Life path number 1. Oh my goodness. September for you is money, 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 money. Money. Okay, so maybe not. We'll see. But you all are working with the energy of the 8th this month, and holy guacamole, like this is potentially going to be or have the opportunities come up for you all around money, stepping into your power, meaning you be the voice of some creative project or getting your creativity out into the world in a big, powerful way, where you're sort of the leader in that dynamic. And has the potential to be very successful. So it's almost like there's this bigger vision coming in for you, or the opportunity to step into that bigger vision that you've been moving towards that has the potential to bring in a tremendous amount of success. And of course, with 8 energy, it's going to be about how you move through that success, work with that success. Now, again, this is a general reading, so it's not going to be for everyone. Depends on what's in your personal chart. But the overarching energy this month with this 8 energy has the potential to bring in a lot of focus on business, success, money, philanthropy if you're not working, sharing your resources, sharing your time, that sort of thing, and becoming a presence within your community or the greater community. So before I go into that a little bit further, I just want to mention that we have the animal wisdom message for September for you all. And this could not be more aligned. It's Tyrannosaurus Rex. And so, this is all about raw power, alchemy, your base chakra, right? Just really standing in your power. And I know that that's such a cliche or such a buzz happy word, but there is something here. When I pulled this card and then I saw that you all were working with 8 energy and you're a 1, there's just so much here about, you just stepping up and stepping out in a big way, right? That leadership energy and taking risks and putting yourself out into the world in ways that feel uncomfortable. Not so uncomfortable that you won't sustain it, right? That you won't continue to move towards whatever it is. Because I do think that baby steps is fine too, especially when we're talking about moving outside of your comfort zone. But I do think you're going to potentially have opportunities to do that. And now the energy of money is just coming in really, really strongly. And again, because it's a general reading, this can be simply around your beliefs around money. So if you really feel, because money is just a tool, right? It's a man-made tool. There is, of course, energy associated with that, but it really comes down to our belief system around that money and what we think we're worth and what we're willing to accept, and et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. And of course, there's choices associated with that. And then we face the consequences of those choices, et cetera, et cetera. But there really is something here this month that's just this very big, powerful energy coming through. Now with the 8, it can very much be about you standing in your power, you taking your power back from a situation that was disempowering. You no longer putting up with things that are, again, disempowering. Really think about the T-Rex, right? It's the T-Rex doesn't take, or probably didn't take when they were alive, any shit, right? It's they're going to face their problems. They're going to find a way to overcome them. They're going to, tackle those challenges head on, call in the resources wherever there's limitations, and they're going to make it happen. And they're not going to easily give up on it if their heart is in it, right? And obviously I'm speaking metaphorically, but that's really the energy that I'm feeling. So if there's anywhere where you really have wanted to go full force into something, but you've been holding yourself back because, again, of limiting beliefs or self-doubt, or, oh, it's already been done, so why do it again? Or et cetera, whatever limiting belief system we put in there, or whatever word we put in there that keeps us stuck. This month could ask you to face whatever that is and find your own way to overcome it, right? Because the one, that's you, is all about uniqueness and doing something in a very unique and sort of autonomous way alongside of others, but where you're not losing sight of your own vision, your own dream, your own sort of destiny, so to speak. And you're not compromising on that and not sacrificing, right? And so with this big energy of T-Rex and then this big energy of the 8, definitely something here about you deciding for yourself how much space you want to take up, right? And what that looks like, and what you want to share, and what's holding you back from sharing that, and what it is that you want to go after, and what or who is holding you back from that, and how can you overcome that? What limiting beliefs, what self-doubt, whatever is holding you back from really just, showing up with a presence and not apologizing for that presence, right? Obviously, as long as it's not hurting you or somebody else. But really blazing that trail. That is the one's destiny, is to blaze a trail that hasn't been blazed before, that's unique and true to you. And this month, I think you could see opportunities come in that may be uncomfortable, but that will help you to step into that, right? And especially with T-Rex and this sort of raw power, this again, owning its own space and taking up more space than what they probably have been taking up, right? So big energy there. The other thing is, for some, this could be about inheritance, receiving some kind of inheritance and feeling worthy of that. A lot of times when people receive an inheritance, obviously there's often grief associated with that, because if to get an inheritance, unless it's an early inheritance, a lot of times, that brings up the whole experience of death, or facing death, et cetera, and losing a loved one, right? So there's grief associated with that a lot of times. But a lot of times people will often have this sort of guilt associated with that. I don't deserve this money, or I don't deserve these resources, or, there's just a lot kind of tied into it. And so this month, if you are someone who receives some kind of inheritance and you feel any of those lower vibrations, find a healthy way to move through those, because you absolutely deserve whatever is coming your way. And that person wanted you to have that, right? And so it's honoring that person to take it and to do good with it. So that's also very possible for some. But business is in the spotlight. Business, career, again, your creative output, philanthropy, volunteering, uplifting, empowering, inspiring yourself and others is key this month. So anything that you get sort of an idea about, or you feel that fire within, and you're a 1, so I know you felt that fire from within, but something has been holding you back, or something may have been holding you back from, adding fuel to that fire, to continue to let it grow, to continue to build upon it. So I would say, this month you could see big events around money, resources, power, influence, your status within the world. For some of you, you may be signing some kind of contracts, so legal agreements, so marriage, adoption, divorce is always possible as well, and also divorce settlement. So if there's any kind of settlements coming in from a divorce, again, move through any of that guilt or shame or whatever you may be feeling if that surfaces for you. Remember, this month is all about taking up more space, and unapologetically taking up more space, and making sure that you're getting your unique ideas out there. You're sharing your presence, your wisdom, your expertise, because that is 8 energy. And with T-Rex coming through, it's kind of we don't need to be as aggressive as a T-Rex would probably be, but that assertiveness, that leadership, that, this is what I want, I'm going to go after it, I'm going to figure out how to do it, and putting your nose to the grindstone and figuring it out. That's what this is about, right? That's really what this month is going to be about. And if you find a hurdle, find a way to overcome it. Because if there's a challenge, there's a way to overcome it. It might be that you have to call people in who have the strengths where you may have those limitations, but that's okay, right? You may be one energy, right? That's often stands alone in their ideas, but that doesn't mean that you're not meant to work with others or collaborate or share ideas, right? Or get help and ask for that assistance. So big energy. I would say if anything comes in for you that encourages you to sort of take a risk, take a leap of faith, invest in something that has the potential to have a great outcome, right? Or that moves you towards your vision in some way, I would say absolutely. If you're not ready to say yes to it just yet, at least explore it, because there is something there for you. And more than likely, because it's 8 energy, it's going to be part of a bigger vision. It's going to be something that's going to push you outside of that comfort zone a little bit. But baby steps are okay. Just take the steps, right? So big energy for you all this month, like powerhouse energy. So yeah, get at it. Take care, everyone. Bye for now.